my fellow Romans, and welcome to Channel 4 Western Roman News. I'm Jupiter.
And I'm Juno. Tonight we're talking about Rome and how it is currently in shambles. Our field reporter, Brutus, is on the scene on the ongoing invasions of the Western Roman Empire.
So currently the city is being invaded by barbarians, and they are just all over. As you can see, they're coming up. I'm getting a little scared here, but half the city's on fire right now. You know, the citizens, they got no money, no food, and it's not looking too good for us. It's currently a little sketchy out here.
Basically, a barbarian is a Greek word that the Greeks used to describe anyone who wasn't a Greek.
These barbarians include several different groups that are involved with the collapse of the Roman Empire.
For example, the Goths invaded in 410 and the Vandals invaded in 455 CE.
A nomadic group from the east, known as the Huns, was unified by Attila in 453 and has since raided Gaul, Italy, and Dacia since their unification.
Their attacks came from the north side of their intended location, which causes displacement for a large amount of people.
This displacement has forced people to occupy and settle in Roman territory.
The Huns never officially captured Rome, but they caused enough damage to weaken and destabilize the empire and made it more vulnerable for other groups to attack. Now for our foreign news correspondent, Hannibal, will address the current epidemics in our civilization.
Can you please share some information on the epidemic that is currently invading Rome?
Sure. The Antonine Plague is one of the most devastating epidemics that has ever hit the Roman civilization. It was brought to Rome through the soldiers that returned from the Middle East.
Oh. And what has been the main results of this disease?
Well, the economy is basically in shambles. We can't trade with anyone. We'll infect everything. The revenue is horrible. It's just bad. Bad news bears.
And how has Rome's military been affected by this?
Well, the drastic population decline has left little warriors to defend our civilization.
Well, is there still hope for us?
Well, the plague is taking down town after town and person after person. It's only a matter of time before the entire Roman Empire falls.
Oh, jeez.
When Channel 4 Roman News returns, we have an exclusive interview with the Latifunda owner.
As much taxes as the poorest farmers.
Haha, I don't even pay taxes. I still live in my father's estate, and he kind of pays the whole taxes for the family.
But surely you must pay more for being so wealthy, am I right?
Nah, we just pay the same as all the peasants.
How do you feel about the recent decline in the economy?
I mean, it's not really affecting me. It's kind of hurting all the poor folks, and I mean, kind of stinks for them, I guess. I don't know.
So you're not concerned at all?
Do I look concerned?
I mean, not really.
Hey, go get me some grapes! Sorry, I get kind of hungry.
Do you say you treat your slaves, like, civilly?
Define civilly.
Like, do you treat them with respect?
As much as respect as they deserve.
What if they do something bad? What would you do as, like, punishment?
I don't think that's appropriate. I mean, I don't really want to say anything on television, you know?
I understand. All right, now, thank you for your time. Now back to Juno and Jupiter.
Thank you for having me.
Snuck into the Latifunda, and I'm going to ask one of the slaves for an up-close interview. So, kind sir, how does your slave owner treat you? Because he says they treat you civilly.
It is actually a really bad time. My slave owner beats me all of the time. It is terrible.
And would you say you are the strongest of the slaves?
Of
Hey,
course.
yo, get back to work. Get back to work, fool.
Said him. We're now going to see some footage of how he treats his slaves civilly.
Hey, why were you talking to her? You're wasting so much time. I ain't paying you to do nothing.
There was a big gladiator brawl last night at the Colosseum. The two gladiators were Mars and Maximilius, and here are some key highlights from the fight.
We have hailing from Mount Olympus, Mars.
In the other corner, the undefeated, never defeated, hailing from Sparta itself, we have Maximilius.
What an upset! Maximilius' head can actually be seen in the front of the ziggurat just down the street.
Now for our exclusive interview by our on-front reporter, Brutus.
So I found one of the citizens that has been affected by the barbarians, and ma'am, what have the barbarians done to you?
Well, I have no money, my house has been burnt down, I can't find my husband. Oh God, there he is. They killed him.
Wow, that's brutal. Thank you so much, Bruce, for putting yourself in the line of fire.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by the invasions.
And once again, we just want to touch on this real quick. If we don't resolve the barbarian attacks that are currently going on, as well as the economic crisis that's taking place, the epidemics that are spreading across the empire, as well as our reliance on slavery, then the Roman Empire will cease to exist very shortly.
We would like to thank Dr. Azakis for her insight on the epidemic currently taking place in the empire.
And tune in next Thursday. There'll be another gladiator brawl between this week's winner, Mars, and you don't want to miss it. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Stay classy, Rome.